Hello, my name's Andy, I'm the Ginger Gamer. Welcome to episode 6. Now, this episode is going to be somewhat shorter than my previous episodes, and it's centered around one feature, well, not really a feature, but one glitch that I've come across a number of times whilst making water features within the game. And I've never really understood about how it happens, and I've struggled to replicate it. But in my mind, I thought it'd actually be quite a useful glitch to try and use and incorporate into part builds. Now, what the glitch is sometimes when you're working with water, especially if you've got some modular piece that I'm trying here, and you kind of add water around the modular piece, or even take the modular piece away, or even delete water and undo and things like that, you would find you'd actually get a wall of water, almost like you were seeing water through a glass enclosure side, if that makes sense, like a glass fence, and you were seeing into the water, a bit like you can do with Planet Zoo, for instance. And I'd come across it a number of times, I would say maybe 5 or 6 times, but never really understanding how it came about. I'd never really worked out how I did it. So my plan here is, and this video you're watching is speeded up 20 times, and I was doing this for nearly an hour trying to replicate and get that glitch to work again, giving up as you can see here and completely starting from scratch again. And I had some near misses. You might have seen there were some little kind of sort of raised square edges of water that wasn't following the ground at all. So I was nearly getting there, but not quite. Now, on the way of all of this nonsense, I did find better ways of doing more formal shapes and getting some nice straight edges to water, which would have made making the swimming pool and the canal in my prehistoric city map probably a little bit easier and a little bit neater. So I'd learned something from all of this. But I tried and I still couldn't quite get it until I finally got there. And what it is you have to delete some water and then click undo. And that gives you that kind of wall of water effect, as if there's a glass fence holding it back. And I was pretty pleased. So I deleted a bit more water and then clicked undo, and then again. Now the problem is it's very hard to do it precisely, and the other problems you may notice is the texture that's on this wall of water is a kind of stretched out texture that you see on the surface of the water, so you don't really get a clear view into the water, which was a little bit disappointing. So what I'm doing here is building a fence, kind of just a rough fence with some glass, just to see how it worked really. And here I add a Brachiosaurus, because why not, just to see what it would look like under the water and what you'd actually gain. But you can't really place them directly into the water, so I had to make a little island, and then in doing that I made it even worse. But anyway, so it's a bit of a fail really, and as you can see, the Brachiosaurus has seen another problem with it in that it just crawls right out of the water, does a little dance, and its legs go a bit weird. But yeah, it doesn't really work, but I'm glad I could kind of replicate it and understand how the glitch happens. Now, I'd be really interested in your thoughts and whether you found any of these glitches and made it work or made it work better. But that's it really for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.